All right, the next couple steps in this 1-point perspective project, we are going to start adding the squares on our paper. We're going to use the thickness of the ruler to help us make those squares nice and even. So we need to line the side of the ruler up with the side edge of the paper, just like this. And we need to draw a line, but we need our line to start at the first line that crosses over the ruler. The first line that touches the ruler. This one does not touch the ruler. That one does not touch the ruler. This one touches the ruler. This one touches the ruler. So we need to go from the first line that touches the ruler to the last line that touches the ruler. Flip your paper and do the same thing. Line the side of the ruler up with the side of the paper. Hold your ruler nice and tight. Draw a line from the first line that touches the ruler to the last line that touches the ruler. Okay, next, do that again. Line it up. Line to line and draw. The last one is pretty easy because we've got some guidelines to work with. So line the side of the ruler up with the side of the paper one more time. And draw. All right, so there's our big square. Now we need to make a smaller square inside that big square. We're going to use the same ideas again, lining up the side of the ruler with the side line that we just drew. Go from the first line that touches the ruler to the last line that touches the ruler. Make sure each time you draw your line, you're holding your ruler nice and tight in the middle of the ruler, not the top or the bottom. All right, next you need a black piece of paper that is the shape of a square, and you need all 4 of your corners to line up with the diagonal lines, like so. That position looks perfect. And now I need some glue. Before you press down, line it up one more time. Make sure the corners are touching the diagonal lines. And press and rub. From here you need to get a marker. A dark marker works best here. Dark purple, dark blue, black, brown. And you need to outline all of those pencil lines. Every single one. Okay, from here we need to start marking off which spaces are going to get color and which ones are going to stay white. Use a small X or a star or something that tells you where you're going to color those spaces. And you need to alternate. Every other one needs to be white. So white, color, white one, color, white one, color. Now, we went all the way around the edge, so now we need to go from our starting point and hop up one and create the same pattern. This one's going to be color. Every other is going to be colored. Okay, so the first one was colored, the next one's white, this one's gonna be color. White, color, white, color, white, color, white, color, white, color, white, color, white, color. And the last one is white. Okay, so here you can see that I've already started my coloring. The reason that you want to use a dark marker is so that the color is dark enough to cover up those X's, and the high contrast colors really help to bring the illusion out. It really helps the optical illusion play tricks on your eyes. Opposite colors often do that. So here I am, I'm going to finish the last row of coloring, the outside edge. Take your time, go nice and slow. Don't do a scribbly job when you're coloring. We spent a lot of time getting this thing together and we're on our final steps, so I want to make sure that we do a nice job, not a sloppy job, when we are putting our finishing touches on. You can also start to see that alternating checkerboard pattern that is starting to come out. Checkerboard meaning every other one is white, every other one is colored. That also helps to create a little more of the optical illusion as well. So continue all of your coloring. To switch to using a black piece of chalk to create the finishing touches and put some shadows on those corners to finally finish these awesome optical illusions. So take your black piece of chalk and outline the diagonal lines that are touching the corners of your black paper. The ones that go from corner to corner, that first diagonal line that we drew when we started this whole project. Put a light line of chalk on those diagonal lines. You really don't need to press too hard here because after we're done drawing, our fingers are going to do most of the blending. Okay, you're going to take a finger and just lightly start rubbing along that chalk so that it starts to spread out a little bit and blend a little bit. This is going to help create that shadow of our optical illusion. You can blend along the edges of the black paper a little bit, not too much. Less is definitely more here. If you put too little on, you can always add more, but if you put too much on, it's going to be really hard to take it away. Alright, and there is our optical illusion.